Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Mick from Old Dog New Tricks. I've come out today because we've had a little bit of rain the last couple of days and it's made the trails really nice. So a little bit of loam around, it's not dusty and the sand's is good fun. Just wanted to go over a couple of things today. It's not like a how-to or an education lesson, but it's just about, do you know? And I guess that's the title of this video is, do you know? Do you know what your bike is capable of? Have you just bought a new bike? Have you got a T7, a CF Moto, a KTM, a Transalp, an Africa Twin, a BMW? Doesn't matter what you've got. Do you know what it actually can do? And do you know how it handles? The one thing that makes these 200 or 250 kilo monoliths come to a stop is our brakes. And I think it's one overlooked component that we don't discuss, and I just want to create a small discussion about it. Do you know your brakes? Do you know your ABS system? It takes a lot of practice to understand it. Do you know when you grab your front brake, have you got the feel to know when it's going to grab or when it can tuck? Braking's a really, really massive topic, and I don't want to get into the rabbit hole of braking. But what I would like to show you today is I've noted a few examples which I think it's good for us to practice. It doesn't have to be not fun, but it's just about having more familiarity with your bike. Know your lever squeeze, know what feels good, and know how much pressure you apply, what it actually does. So I'm going to go out in the gravel road shortly and basically just do a couple of stops, like sit on 40 k's an hour and stop. So, you know, get in your attack position when you stop. So when you're going to stop, make sure you've got your weight, your ass out over your back wheel, your knees are in tight, your elbows are up, and you've got all that weight getting into the back so the suspension will squat in. If we lean forward and try and put all our weight on the front wheel, we've already got the mass of the bike going there anyway. So that's where this 70-30 rule comes in with braking. So we'll just try a couple of different things. Know when your ABS locks up, you'll feel it pulsing. If you can, turn your front ABS off. Thumbs up to you. I wish I could. But yeah, get a feel for it. Practice your braking in all different types of soil and conditions. Because that can be the thing that can get you out of trouble as well. So, especially with the wildlife in Australia, we got a lot of it. And it's, the kangaroos get big. So anyway, we'll do a few little demos, nothing too technical, it's just real basic stuff. And there's another exercise where you basically just ride on the gravel road with your front brake, feel it grab, and as soon as it starts to push, let it off. And that starts to give you a feel for your front wheel. Anyway, we'll give that a bit of a crack, do a little bit of riding around and keep it pretty short today. Alright guys, so right now I'm just trying to ride slow. I can actually feel my ABS grabbing, so it's going to be very hard to do this front brake exercise. But what I can do is I will show you the technique without disconnecting my ABS. It makes it very difficult. So basically all you want to do is be in first gear, it's a slow exercise, and just drag your front brake with the throttle. Now I'll simulate if your front tuck, it would go like this, then you come off the brake. So you're standing up, gripping on, your weight's back, dragging brake, tuck, tuck. Now I have to simulate that, but trust me, if you don't have ABS on, if you grab too much, you'll feel it straight away and the front wheel will rip in like that. So alright, so the next exercise we'll do is the 40 km/h. Okay, so I'm sitting on 40, you know, we're in the 40s. I come to brake, I'm up, squat. Okay, squat. Squat into it. Get your weight right back. Your legs are nearly at 90 degrees at the knee, and they're pushing into the rear suspension. Bit of lock up's good. I want you to lock it up. Feel it when you lock it up. So a good thing not to do is don't lock your back brake up. See if you can do it without locking your back brake, which means you're using your back brake to its optimum. Because once you start sliding, you've lost traction, which means you're going to keep sliding. squat, brake. Okay, so I fully felt my ABS then just pulse. Alright, we'll go a bit quicker now. We'll do 60 kilometres an hour. So I'm up already standing, I'm in my attack position, doing 60, squat, clutch in, squat, brake. So with ABS, when I feel it start pulsing, I just let it off just a little bit and it's like it takes up again. I can't speak on behalf of other bikes, I can only speak on behalf of this bike. Alright, let's go a bit quicker this time. We're braking, picking the floor, I don't know where we're going, brake. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but you can see the front pulsing like that, and that's the ABS. So unfortunately, it is what it is, and hence the reason I said, you know, do you know your bike? Because I'm learning things myself as I'm doing this about what I don't want to happen and how to super compensate for it. So I'm probably going to practice this quite a few times now and just get a really good feel for the what the ABS actually does do. What I'm doing here, guys, is I just had the other camera set up, and basically these are the 3 or 4 speeds that I did it at 40, 60, and the last one's at 80 kilometers an hour. It's more so you can see how I was leaning back and squatting into the rear suspension with my body. So I was using my legs to push into the peg to push my weight back, and my ass is over the back. Okay, so lessons learnt from that little exercise is that I need to practice it a bit more myself. It's you can definitely feel the ABS when it grabs. It just pulses and you can feel your front wheel still rotating. I do believe that if I didn't have the ABS in the front, I could stop a little quicker. But unfortunately with the KTM, without getting a big bunch full of dash warnings and various other things, and I lose cruise control, which is, look, that's not a big deal. But if I'm just coming out to do bush riding, yeah, I probably would just put a, there's like a nut spacer you can put on these in the front, and just pretty much cruise control on front ABS comes off. Don't condone it by any means. This is a disclaimer. What you do to your bike is your thing. So just make that really crystal clear. But this is something I'll probably do for myself. The ABS is good. I mean, it's a lot different on the street than it is in the dirt. And the other interesting point with it is I locked the rear up a few times. I'm not sure if you can see the slide marks in here. But just over here, that's for the rear locking up. So when the rear locks up, you've lost braking distance as well. But these are good things to practice, like I mentioned earlier. Do you know your bike? Because at the end of the day, the more comfortable you are, then you know your feel, your pedal height can change if you lock up or you don't. And just that squeeze on the front lever. So said, I'm no expert, I'm no trainer. If you want to get into all that type of stuff more serious, look at Chris Birch with his channel with say no to slow. Their videos are really good. I still like to cruise through them because yeah, Chris is awesome to watch riding, and yeah, he's very good at teaching, which is not something I'm here to do, but it's just more of awareness of, yeah, know your bike. All right, let's go find something else to do. That's a bit of hard braking. Bit of a flat corner here. Elbows up, rear end sliding.